So Tesla's We Robot event,
Yeah.
It promised this future, ripped straight from science fiction.
Right.
Robot butlers, robotaxis, even a robot van.
Really something.
But instead of a stock surge, we got a market shrug.
Yeah.
People want to know why those Tesla shares took a dip after the event, and that's what we're diving into today.
Absolutely.
It seemed like everything was pointing towards innovation, sleek new cybercabs cruising around, Optimus strutting its stuff on stage. They even teased a RoboVim concept.
I mean,
Imagine a robot hauling your stuff.
Right.
That's a whole other level.
that's a whole other thing.
But here's where it gets interesting. Wall Street was not impressed instead of celebrating the future.
Yeah.
Investors seemed fixated on the here and now.
Well, while Optimus mixing a martini is cool, and all the
Super weird.
investors are looking for concrete plans. Solid numbers and a clear path to profitability. Especially when it comes to those ambitious robotaxi goals.
Yes, and those analyst reports, let's just say they didn't hold back.
No, they did not.
Morgan Stanley, UBS, Jefferies, they were all looking for those key details that Tesla seemed to be missing, and they were pretty vocal about it.
They were.
One analyst, flat out said, no surprises, all disappointments.
Ouch.
That's got to sting, even for a company known for its bold pronouncements.
Yeah, what's really striking is how these reports zeroed in on specifics.
Yeah.
It wasn't just about, lacking a timeline for Optimus serving you breakfast in bed.
Right.
It was about the lack of clarity on robotaxi financials.
Okay.
When will these robotaxis actually hit the road and start generating revenue?
Yeah.
How does Tesla plan to overcome the regulatory hurdles and safety concerns surrounding fully autonomous driving? These are critical questions that Tesla needs to answer if they want to convince investors that their robotaxi dreams are more than just hype.
Exactly. And this wasn't just about pie-in-the-sky projections either. Remember that?
Yeah.
Less than impressive Cybercab demo.
Right.
One UBS analyst who got to experience the Cybercab firsthand said it couldn't even nail a simple parking job.
Oh, wow.
Not exactly a vote of confidence.
Right.
For a vehicle that's supposed to navigate complex urban environments on its own.
And, this underwhelming demo kind of plays into a larger pattern we often see with Tesla.
Right.
The hype doesn't always meet the immediate reality.
Right.
Remember, Tesla's been promising us full self-driving.
Yeah.
That's their fully autonomous driving technology for years now. And while they've made progress, it's still far from perfect.
Of course.
Which makes investors understandably cautious.
Right.
This buy the rumor, sell the news effect has become a bit of a theme with Tesla stock.
Yeah, I can see that. And this is where I think it gets really interesting. Why hold back on the details?
Yeah.
It's not like Tesla to, shy away from a little fanfare.
Right.
Especially when it comes to their tech.
Yeah, you're right. Tesla usually loves to dazzle with those announcements.
Right.
Their secrecy this time around has definitely raised some eyebrows.
Yeah.
There are a few potential reasons for this.
Okay.
One possibility is that they're playing it strategically.
Okay.
Keeping those cards close to the vest, so to speak.
Right.
To avoid tipping off competitors like Waymo or Cruise.
Sure.
Who are also heavily invested in autonomous driving technology.
Right. So it's kind of like...
It's like they're in a high-stakes poker game and they're not about to reveal their hand before the river card is dealt.
Right. I gotcha.
This strategic silence might also be about managing expectations.
Okay.
After years of pushing the timeline for FSD, maybe they're being a little more cautious.
Yeah.
About overpromising and underdelivering this time around.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Plus, let's not forget the regulatory maze surrounding self-driving cars.
Oh, absolutely not.
Tesla's already navigating a complex web of rules and regulations. And revealing too much too soon could create unwanted scrutiny.
Sure.
Or even legal roadblocks.
Right. And this kind of leads us to a bigger point.
Yeah.
Tesla's not just playing in the automotive arena anymore.
Right.
They're positioning themselves as a major player in the world of AI and robotics.
Absolutely. This event wasn't just about cars.
Right.
It was about showcasing their expertise in artificial intelligence, software, hardware, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
But that brings us to the heart of the market's, I think, mixed reaction.
Okay.
While Tesla is laser focused on this long-term vision, Wall Street operates on a different timeline.
Right.
Investors, especially those focused on short-term gains, are looking for concrete evidence that this AI and robotics prowess will translate into tangible financial returns.
Sure.
And they want to see it sooner rather than later.
Yeah, those quarterly earnings reports and those 1 year forward price to earnings ratios are everything to these investors.
They are everything.
And let's face it, building a robot that can fold laundry, as cool as that sounds, doesn't necessarily move the needle on those short-term metrics.
Exactly. And that's where this tension between Tesla's long-term vision and Wall Street's short-term expectations becomes really apparent. Tesla's essentially saying, trust us, these robots, these self-driving cars, they're the future. But investors are left wondering, okay, but what about today?
Right, exactly. And this is especially concerning for investors who see Tesla potentially missing out on more immediate opportunities, like dominating the market for affordable EVs. While Tesla's busy building robotaxis and robot butlers, companies like Volkswagen and Hyundai are already churning out affordable electric cars for the masses, and they're not just churning them out, they're gaining market share. And remember, Tesla's promised a more budget-friendly car, that rumored Model 2, but it's still nowhere in sight. Investors see this and they worry that Tesla is neglecting a huge segment of the market that's ripe for the taking. And this delay in producing a more affordable EV also raises questions about Tesla's overall production capacity. Their current factories are already running at full tilt to meet the demand for their existing models. So how will they handle the increased production demands of a mass market EV, especially with their focus on scaling up production of the Cybertruck and the Semi?
It's a lot.
These are all questions that are weighing on investors' minds.
It's a high-risk, high-reward scenario. And it's making some investors understandably nervous. So the billion-dollar question becomes, is Tesla stock a buy right now?
It really is the million-dollar question, isn't it?
It is.
And there's no easy answer. On the one hand, you have those short-term pressures that we talked about, the need to deliver those concrete results, not just, dazzling demos. The pressure is definitely on, especially with that Q3 2024 earnings report right around the corner.
Absolutely. Analysts are going to be dissecting those numbers.
Like
never before, looking for any hints about Cybercab production timelines. Updates on that more affordable EV. And most importantly, any indication that Tesla's profit margins are holding steady. Or better yet, improving.
Of course, because
let's face it, if those margins shrink, it could spook investors. Send that stock tumbling.
No doubt. But on the flip side, there's that, tantalizing long-term potential. Remember Tesla's claim about achieving fully unsupervised FSD by 2025? If they can pull that off, and that's a big if.
It is a big if.
It could be a seismic shift for the entire auto industry.
Absolutely.
Imagine a world where robotaxis can operate 24/7 without the need for expensive human safety drivers. That's the holy grail of autonomous driving.
It is.
And it would unlock a level of profitability that's practically unimaginable. I mean, we're talking about potentially slashing operating costs for their robotaxi fleet. Not to mention the licensing fees they could command from other automakers. Oh, absolutely.
Eager to get their hands on that technology.
And let's not forget those other factors that could boost those profit margins. Increased factory utilization as they iron out those production kinks for their new models. The cost savings from their in-house 4680 battery production, and even the potential to reduce their reliance on expensive financing as their balance sheet strengthens.
It's like watching a high wire act.
It really is.
With Tesla balancing those short-term financial pressures against their audacious long-term bets makes for a captivating,
it does,
albeit nerve-wracking story.
It really does.
Almost as if they're rewriting the rule book for what it means to be a car company. In Tesla's world, it's not just about building cars anymore. It's about building the future of transportation.
Absolutely.
Powered by AI, robotics, sustainable energy.
The whole package. So
where does that leave you, our listener, in all of this?
Well, I think the key takeaway here is that Tesla is no longer just a car company.
They're an AI company, a robotics company, a sustainable energy company, all rolled into one ambitious and some might say risky package. And that's what makes their journey so fascinating to follow. It's this constant push and pull between skepticism and belief, between the realities of today's market and the possibilities of tomorrow's technology.
And as you continue to follow the Tesla saga, here's something to ponder. What will ultimately define their success? Will it be the mass market adoption of their current technology, like those more affordable EVs that analysts are clamoring for? Or will it be the realization of their bold long-term vision?
Right.
A future where robots seamlessly integrate into our lives, making our commutes autonomous and our martinis perfectly mixed.
That's the question, isn't it?
That's a question that only time and perhaps Tesla can answer.
I think so.